This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and Dave fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
I love today's episode because it is episode 333.
333.
333.
We played a lottery.
I did not today. Maybe I should
We've
have.
been off our game because we have not been playing
No.
like we used to be playing.
Yeah. It's for suckers, apparently.
What's the thing that my dad always said? A fool with their money soon part.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's how they get your money.
But you can't win if you don't play.
Well,
That's what I say.
There's that saying, too. Welcome back to the Swish Edition. We're glad you guys came back from your labor-free weekend,
Hey,
I assume.
Can we just say that I think a lot of people would disagree with me.
About?
I think the population as a whole probably unites with summer. It's the greatest.
Yes.
I fucking hate it.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy fall, y'all. This is my jam.
I know. And we talked about that last week. We said it was like because it was September that was like officially over.
I know.
But this is really like Labor Day weekend's kind of like the unofficial last weekend
Right.
of fall. It's like the last hurrah.
Right. Yesterday was still summer.
Yes.
Today is the first day of fall.
You're going to break out your sweater today?
You have no idea how bad I want to put a hoodie on. I can't just quite yet.
You're wearing a tank top right
I
now.
know because it was warm today.
It was warm today.
But my favorite part about fall is yes, I like that, just that chilly enough weather to wear a hoodie.
Yes.
But I like the weather.
Oh.
And we're getting there
my favorite.
where you wake up with a hoodie and then by 11 a.m.
You graduate down.
You just
yeah.
need a t-shirt.
Right.
And then by 5
You got to put
back to the
another
hoodie.
layer. It's all about layering.
Right.
Layering.
Well,
I love that.
Not layers, not just yet.
Yeah, but that is my favorite time of year.
Love it.
Layering.
Cannot wait. Like this time through November, this is my jam.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I hate that. December, January, February, fuck that shit. I do
Stop.
not like it. Horrible.
Christmas is not your favorite?
It's cold. It's wet. It always seems like it's wet and cold. I don't like it at
I
all.
like it wet, but not cold. Anyway, we didn't labor this weekend. We did buy some toys, though. Very excited about this. Okay, so we went... last week, we talked about our new Oculus purchase.
Yes.
Our new VR wireless game.
Which I highly, highly, highly recommend. And for
Super
the price
fun.
and for the price tag,
Yeah.
worth it.
It's
Completely worth it.
It's reasonably priced for any person.
$299.
All right.
$299.
Not bad.
No.
Not bad.
No.
However, we were not stopping there. We went to your sister's house
That's right.
on Saturday for
Yes.
a barbecue, a Labor Day weekend barbecue, and she has the most amazing thing that we didn't even know existed, or at least I didn't. Did you know it existed?
Well, we knew of the one piece that existed.
No.
I didn't know you could get the attachment.
Okay, so this is
Because you do realize before you get started down your story that when you take that the seat, it's two separate purchases. So you actually stand on this thing and go around. You've seen people do that.
right. So let me tell them what we're talking about.
Well, before you get started,
Oh, Jesus
it's also
Christ.
wrong.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's not a Segway.
Okay.
It is hoverboard.
Okay.
Totally two different brands.
All right.
And
Where did
one,
Segway come from?
And one does not make the other.
Okay.
So it is hoverboard.
So you tell the fucking story.
Anyway, you could buy the hoverboard that you could like stand on with 2 feet, and you kind of balance yourself, and you lean forward, it goes forward, you lean back, it goes back. The more you lean forward, the faster it goes, and all that shit. But you can buy a seat attachment that attaches to it so you can sit down and you can drive this thing. And that's what my sister has.
Right. My sister called it basically a big wheel, a motorized big wheel.
So,
Yes. That's what it looks like when you're on it.
that's what it looks like, but it's totally not the same.
Every time we sit down to
These
do the show,
fucking
the dogs
dogs.
decide they're going to play.
They sleep all day, and we get down here to do a show, and they want to play.
All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, super excited about it. Okay, so it's not a Segway. It is a hoverboard with a
Hoverboard.
seat. We had a lot of fun playing it, and so as soon as we got home, we purchased one for ourselves.
But I think it could be dangerous. Like, those things are fast. You got on it, too.
Oh, what? I had trouble getting off it.
That's the thing, because as soon as
Yeah.
you sit down...
And it starts going. Like when you
Right.
start standing up, it wants to go more.
Right.
So you need to be very, very careful.
Yeah, I think with some practice we can get it going. But I had told my sister that once we get ours and we get some practice to bring it over,
So we can have a
because I
race.
think we have the neighborhood for it. We don't have a lot of traffic
Right.
in our little 18 home community,
Yeah.
and we can get around and we could do a little obstacle course.
It's a really great idea.
It's fun.
It's really fun.
I know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
We're gonna buy another one, so we can all be riding around this damn
Well,
community.
you and I each have to have one. Well, I just think it's a really good idea because our mailbox is so far away from our house. So this will be a really great way to get the mail.
We'll put a basket on the back.
Right?
Yeah, I like it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. We also kind of splurged this weekend, and we decided that we'd been planning for this. When we built our new deck on the back of our house, we decided that we wanted a hot tub. So we built a section of the deck that was super, what do you call it? Like support. Reinforced. And we also put a 220 line in dedicated for a future hot tub.
Right. But
And then-
we can preface this with that we've had hot tubs in the last two homes that we've.
Right. This will be our third hot tub.
Right.
So we go and try to buy a hot tub 6 months ago, and we couldn't get one. This is ridiculous, the dog situation. Nobody wants to hear you.
Get out! Get out! Not under.
Anyway, so we finally found one.
Great.
They're in stock now. Finally.
We've been trying for a year.
We've been trying for a while since we got here.
Yeah.
Now they're in stock. We are able to get one, and so we've got one coming in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Super excited.
I was
And it's
really
going to get here
surprised.
literally in time for the perfect weather for wanting to
Exactly.
go into a hot tub.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to go into a hot tub when it's 92 degrees outside.
No, of course not.
Yeah,
It needs to be 70 or below.
right.
And even then, you don't want the temperature set at the highest, which is usually 103, 104. Just bring it down a little so you can at least enjoy it.
We'll see.
Because I hate to the point where
I like it hot.
I know, but then I start sweating and then I'm not enjoying myself.
Okay.
There has to be the perfect temperature.
I don't.
Like 101. Because at one point when I'm sweating, then I'm not enjoying myself.
We'll see. We'll compromise. It's going to be 102 and a half.
That's what I was gonna say.
Anyway, super excited about that. That's coming to our back deck. Y'all are invited. Well, not you, but you know,
Yeah.
that guy behind you. Let's see. Let's go on to the news. The more you know. That's the section of the show. The more you know.
Yeah.
Is that it from
I'm
NBC
I'm trying to think
mornings?
of it, and I don't think there's any lyrics. It's just the music with a rainbow, and a star. Right.
Apple? How do you like that? Let me start over. Apple. I can't talk.
Apple. Digital.
Apple digital driver's license are coming to your wallet. If you guys are iPhone users,
Love it.
Super excited about this. So the first two states to adopt Wallet's use of the driver's license is Arizona and Georgia. Isn't that funny? They're the two
Georgia-
that really want you to have a driver's license to be able to vote.
Right.
So of course they're going to.
Georgia, I'm not surprised about. Arizona, I'm a little bit surprised about on the forefront of this.
Yeah. So basically what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to take your driver's license and scan it into your phone.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be able to put it in your wallet, just like you are your boarding passes for all the airlines. You're going to be
Love
able
it.
to put, we've got our credit cards in our wallets. I've got my Walgreens card in there, my
I do
Starbucks
too.
card.
My Starbucks card.
So now you're going to be able to put your driver's license. You won't need your wallet anymore. You can leave home without it.
I am so digging this idea.
Yeah. If you lose your phone, you're fucked. You know?
No, don't tell people that because that is not true. Because there's people already out there saying that. But it's not true. Because all of this information, just so if you want to know that your credit card, your ID, even your fucking Walgreens cards live on the phone itself. It's not in a cloud. It lives on a little chip in a phone. So if you lose your phone, you turn off your phone with Find My, it's gone. You can't,
No,
you
that's
can't use
not.
it.
That's not what I meant. What I meant was if you lost your phone and didn't have your wallet with you, you're fucked because
then
you
you're
wouldn't have any of your
fucked.
shit with
Yes.
you.
Right.
That's what I meant.
If you're out on town, you lose your wallet, you're fucked.
That's true. That's
So
true.
It's all the same.
So you won't need your wallet
No.
because who needs cash anymore?
I rarely carry cash. I only carry a wallet because of my ID.
The states to adopt this coming soon after Arizona and Georgia will be Connecticut, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Utah. I don't see Delaware on that list.
These are states that I'm really surprised who are at the forefront of technology.
Right? Doesn't
I
where's
am.
where's New York? Where's California?
Right.
Where's Florida?
Right.
Yeah. Where's Texas? These are where all the people live.
Right.
Delaware? Why is that on the list?
I'm not surprised Delaware's not on the list, but I am like what surprises me out of this is Iowa, Kentucky, and Utah are at the forefront of technology to want to do this.
Apple has announced that the TSA, the Transportation Security Administration that you find at the airports, will enable select airport security checkpoints to participate in this program. So you'll be able to pull out your phone and show them your driver's license right on your phone.
Love it.
Absolutely. We don't do that.
You're actually not going to show it to them because
Right.
I've read about this. You know this, right?
It's just gonna.
You're gonna do just like you do like a credit card
Right.
at a checkout
Bing,
place.
bing.
You're gonna ding it, and then they're gonna read from a screen, and it's gonna see yourself.
I love it. No, that's super cool.
The only thing that they're missing here to make me go completely wallet free, and I
Yeah.
could probably go wallet free even without this, would be health insurance cards.
Right. Well, that's coming, I'm sure.
Health insurance cards.
Yeah, that would be good. And your insurance card for your car, that should be on there too.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Apple has said that while it's going to soon roll out additional features, including hotel keys, which a lot of hotels are already doing,
Right.
corporate badges, and more. So they're
Yeah, they're talking to colleges. You know, you get your college ID on there, which gives
Love
you
it.
access to just not
sure
say,
dining-
yes, I belong here, but the
dining
dining
hall
hall,
and-
dorm rooms, and all that stuff.
all that good stuff.
I'm loving it. The thing that I think that they're going to eventually have to change here with all of these implementations is that it can't continue in its current look. It can't be this up and down line. It needs to be.
Might have to redesign it.
I need to redesign it to be able to have quick access because I can't go through credit cards and payment cards and then my Starbucks and Walgreens cards, then my IDs, and then my health insurance cards,
There's going to be too much on there.
and,
there'll
then, my, and then my room keys.
Okay, there's gonna be a better way to do it. But I do like now when you're about to go on a flight, it shows up on your home screen. So there's your boarding pass right there. It knows that you're about to use it, so
Right.
it puts it there on your home screen. So
But
that's
Delaware's
pretty
not
cool.
on a list, and you don't have this app downloaded. But I actually have my Delaware's driver's license on my phone. It's just
Sure.
in a separate. It lives in a separate app, which is
Yeah, but it's just not used by anybody yet officially.
yeah.
So
But if I get pulled over, I should be able to use it and all that kind of stuff.
we'll see. Don't get pulled over.
You just said we should see.
Do you want a shake with that? Never mind. You can't get a shake at McDonald's anymore. The Federal Trade Commission is reportedly investigating why the ice cream machines and shake machines at McDonald's restaurants across the country always seem to be out of order. Dale and I know a little bit about something about this because we've read extensively about this issue.
Well, there was like a great article not that long ago in like the Wall Street Journal or something.
I think it was an Inc magazine or
Maybe.
something. Yeah. Apparently, so just to give you guys some background, the machines, the McFlurry machines that McDonald's uses, they make all of their franchisees buy this machine.
Right.
And these machines are very complicated. They have to be completely taken apart every night and cleaned a certain way. And if you don't put it back together exactly right, you can fuck it up. And you're not allowed to fix it yourself. You have to use a licensed or, I don't know,
An authorized
fixer. guy.
Right.
And that's why these machines are always down because they're very temperamental and you can't fix them yourself. You have to use somebody else. And there's a company out there who made a device that helps you circumnavigate and figure out what's wrong with your machine.
The device. So what I read is that the reason why the machines are so temperamental is in the evening when your store is closed and you turn the machine off, you have to turn on this heat cycle, which supposedly kills all this bacteria. And that's the part that's the most sensitive, and that's when everything breaks down. And then when it doesn't work, you are given this really obscure error code, which you as
don't
a
know.
franchisee can't decipher.
Right.
And then someone came up with this Wi-Fi device that is connected to the machine that can interpret what is wrong. So you might not need
to call the service.
Maybe you just need to screw this screw in a little bit more or whatever. And the company has fought that. And so that's where the FTC is coming all through.
So now the Biden administration is apparently sending a letter to franchisees that says that we're looking into this and we're going to try to help you deal with this situation. I have a problem with this. I have so many problems with this.
Why?
One, I don't know why McDonald's is telling their franchisees that they have to use this particular machine. Why they should be able to use any fucking machine they want.
I almost know why.
Because they're getting kickback.
Right, of course. It's financially incentive for them.
But the thing that makes me more mad is why the federal government would get involved in this private business at all.
I disagree with you there, too. That's what the FTC was created for. To protect people.
Okay, but that's going a little far.
Is it?
So the machines have
not been
so you
working.
Need the government to step in and fix the problem? I don't think so.
But look how long it's been. Well, obviously McDonald's isn't fixing the problem, right? And that's what the FTC was all created for, to protect consumers.
And nobody needs ice cream anyway.
And
it's not like it's something you have to have.
And this has been a problem that has been going on for years and years and years and years and years. So the fact that it's not like there's been, there's a franchise over in Oklahoma that doesn't have ice cream. The Joe Biden, we're going to go figure it out. No, it's a fucking big problem. There's a monopoly here. Not even a monopoly. It's just, this also opens the doors to the right to fix.
True.
And I think that's what they're getting to the bottom
Which
of.
is why this is the FTC is basically saying that they're trying to police these efforts against manufacturers and that restrict businesses and government agencies and workers and consumers to conduct machine repairs on their own. So they're basically saying, here's a product. We're going to sell it to you, but you're not allowed to touch the inner workings of it. Only we can do that. But you own it, but you're not allowed to touch it.
Right.
And you're not allowed to fix it. And that's kind of bullshit. It's just kind of like if you buy a Jeep Wrangler and it's under warranty and you fix something on it yourself and you then take it to Jeep, they're going to say, oh, well, you already touched this and you did something to it, so now the warranty is void. You're not allowed to fix it yourself.
That's a different issue.
It's almost the exact same issue.
Well,
you own it.
The word warranty is in there. That's a big issue, and I agree with that.
Well, I'm sure these machines have warranties on them too.
Right, but if I sell you a product, right, and I give you a warranty for a certain amount of time, and your thing stops working, and you go take it somewhere else, then yeah, I might not fix that machine for you under warranty because you've had someone else deal with it. It wasn't going to cost you anything in the first place to fix it. These machines aren't under warranty. And there's no way. These franchisees have had these machines forever.
Anyway, McDonald's knows that they have a problem. They've been very upfront about this problem. They tweeted last August 2020. They said, we have a joke about our soft serve machines, but we're worried it won't work.
See, I love this kind of thing, that when businesses do that, but this is like wrong place, wrong time.
Right.
Because people are frustrated and you're going to make a joke about it.
They're very frustrated. The franchisees are very frustrated because these machines are a motherfucking mess.
Right. If I was a franchisee, I would have a huge problem with whoever's running this Twitter feed with corporate.
McDonald's is doing one good thing though lately, and this is our good news section. McDonald's has partnered up with this company called Loop. It's a global reuse waste company, and they're launching this test in the United Kingdom. And if it works there, they're going to roll it out to the rest of the world. I'm a little skeptical about this, but here's what they want to do. They want to start, instead of using those paper wax cup paper cups that they give you when
Yeah.
you get a drink at McDonald's. They're going to start using reusable cups, more of a hard plastic kind of thing, which is going to be made out of recycled materials. So basically, you can use your cup and drink out of it and deposit it in a special bin in the store that's used for recyclable materials. They'll clean it and use it again for the next person. And then when it's no longer viable anymore, the company will take it and break it down and make it into a new cup.
Right.
So you're not making thousands and thousands and millions, probably billions of cups every year out of either wood or plastic or whatever, and it's just getting thrown away and not used again. It's a great idea. However, how does that work with drive-through and people taking shit home? They're going to take this reusable cup home, and then they're just going to throw it away or put it in the recycling bin.
I agree. And I want to say that the United States is probably one of the biggest consumers of drive-through, right? I mean, we are a large country. We invented drive-through. I just don't see this working here. I love the optimism, but I don't think it's going to work here.
Oh, I love that they're trying it. Yeah.
But there's also other things they could take. Like paper cups are great, but they always insist on putting this wax product, which is not biodegradable.
Which help, keep it from breaking down.
And the thing is that you could spend a little bit more money and make the paper a little bit more thicker to be able to consume your beverage while you're on the way.
Yeah.
And to finish it before it have a hole in it.
Yeah.
And do it that way. But this idea will not work here.
I think it's not going to work.
It won't work.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
And in related news, Chobani, the yogurt company, is testing an 80% paperboard cup to replace their mostly plastic packaging that they've been using for decades.
Love it.
I love this idea because, I mean, this is something that can sit on the shelf for a couple weeks. You guys eat it, you throw it away, and it goes into a landfill and it breaks down.
Right.
And your normal plastic yogurt cup is going to be sitting in a landfill for, what, 200-300 years?
Yeah. And there's more to this. I mean, people have to rethink their single-use products. And that goes with plastic, whether it's a soda or yogurt or whatever it might be. I'm all for it.
I wish more companies would do this. I mean, every time we get takeout lately from our local companies, the amount of crap that we're left over, the packaging is just kind of sick.
And we have no audience here, and I wish we did. But IHOP, you are the number one abuser. The
Really
number one abuser of wasteful plastic.
Well, maybe it's our fault. Maybe we should be eating in the restaurant instead of bringing it home.
No, screw that. You can offer a product and still make it a little bit sustainable, right? But when you order an entree, like a breakfast entree, and it comes with like toast, the toast comes in a completely separate container. If you order an extra side of like sausage or whatever it might be, it comes in a completely separate container. So for two people, you end up with like 8 to 10 containers of all these separate things.
So stupid. It's so wasteful, and I feel
incredibly wasteful.
I feel so guilty.
And it is pure plastic, probably not even the recyclable kind.
Maybe we shouldn't be eating at IHOP anyway. So maybe this is why we should stop eating there. We can make our own breakfast, and we can put it on a plate that we reuse. I got an update from a couple episodes ago. We were talking about the woman who, on a flight, I think it was a Southwest flight, punched a flight attendant in the face because the flight attendant was trying to get her to put her seatbelt on and put her tray table up.
Right.
And she got upset about that, stood up, punched the flight attendant in the face, knocked out a couple of her teeth, I think. Mm-hmm. It's taken weeks. I don't know why. This happened back in May 23rd at a flight to or from San Diego. I don't know which one. She's finally been charged with 2 felonies. What took so long? Here it is, May, June, July. It's September.
Well, the courts are bogged down.
It's kind of ridiculous. She should have been instantly put down.
No, but this is actually a positive.
I would have put her down.
Because what's frustrating is that it seems like almost once or twice a week, the morning shows for the news that we watch in the morning have some sort of statistic on the increase in fights in the air on domestic airlines, and they always go to the most recent incident, but they never tell the end of the story. They never tell what they're going to be
happened to these
charged
people?
with,
Right.
what they have been charged with. The number one thing I want to know and what should happen is that they should be banned from flying completely.
I think so.
I don't give a
too.
shit what your circumstances
Yeah,
are.
we've talked about that. Yeah.
But we don't get any of that. So this is a plus for me.
Yeah, it's nice to have follow up.
Right.
You want to go to China?
Do I want to go to China? I mean, the only thing that interests me in China is the Great Wall. But other than that, no.
Beijing wants more control over their people. They've
course
made that
they
very
do.
clear. They have now, for some idiotic reason, I mean, it's just they're going too far. China has now banned kids under 18 years old. They are not allowed to play video games more than 3 hours a week. They're getting 1 hour each on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday between the hours of 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Never on Monday through Thursday because it rots the mind. And they're calling it a spiritual opium, these games. Literally, I mean, this is the government going way too far. Now,
Yeah.
of course, China is very different from our country, but our country's getting there. I can't wait for them to tell us you can't wear your Oculus at 8 a.m. because that's not appropriate.
No, don't go down that road. We are nowhere near
They're
China.
literally telling them they can only play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. I mean, what kind of insanity is that?
How do you enforce it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
On this news, game company stock slipped a little bit, although China is still said to be the highest market in the world, even given these restrictions. So the game companies are still making a lot of money off China, even though they're hardly ever playing.
I don't know how that's going to be true. I mean, they could say that now. I don't think they're going to be able to say that in the future. I mean, their population is massive, and I think that's what they're counting on. But if you limit this massive population to basically, 3 hours a week? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? It's 1 hour each Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
That's what they're saying.
Right. So that economy is not going to be good for game developers. You just fucking pull out. I mean, what's the point? I mean, there's no need to even advertise anything.
Beijing is also trying to broaden their campaign and tighten their control over business and society to enforce their official morality clauses. They're basically going back to revolutionary culture. And in that vein, as they also banned the video games, they're also banning what they're calling non-masculine men from TV.
Yeah.
They're putting an end to sissy men and other abnormal aesthetics on TV. They want to get rid of effeminate men, which they call Nyang Po, which literally
Yang Pao.
Nyang Pao, which it translates to girly guns. I don't know what girly guns are. I guess they are effeminate men. So basically, goodbye BTS. BTS, the South Korean boy band, will not do well in China because they...
Wait, so does that mean that foreign, like the BTS and the South Koreans who are maybe in a pop group, cannot be aired in
they
China?
cannot be aired on TV. They're telling
Okay.
the TV stations and the broadcasters, this came out last Thursday, that no more effeminate men on TV.
Okay.
Men have to be men, women have to be women.
Wow.
Yeah, that's coming from China. Ding, 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 ding. No girly guns.
Yeah, that's offensive.
No girly guns.
Apparently.
It was just a song.
No girly guns. No Young Pao. I feel like I want to order that tonight.
Young Pao.
Yeah.
You're going to get some girly guns.
Like Nyang Pao chicken.
I like that. I say good luck with that. For people who recently quit their jobs, it seems like entrepreneurship is what they have on mind. In a new study done by Digital.com, a Seattle-based review business or site, they found that in the last 6 months, 32% of people who have quit their jobs recently says that they would like to start their own business.
Nice.
And of those 32%, 62 of them said they're doing it because their top motivation is they want to be their own boss.
Nice.
Isn't it nice?
Why isn't it nice?
Because
The people want to go out on their own.
there's so many people who've quit their jobs and are not working right now, and they all think they're going to start a business. You know how hard it is to start a business.
So I think this is just a boom, and it will quickly end because people are not going to be able to afford to sustain a very slow, a dead, if not slow idea that doesn't come to fruition.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, our local Arby's is fucking closed because they don't have enough employees.
That's the thing. I don't know for sure, but I'm almost certain that is the reason why it's been closed this past week.
This has been a number one thing on the morning talk shows for sure, the morning news shows and all the newspapers for that matter. There are 8.5 million people jobless right now in America. There are 10 million jobs open in America. Right. So there's really no reason for 8.5 million people to be jobless, except that the reason they're not working is because the jobs that are open are shitty, low-paying jobs. We get that. We understand that.
Right.
The bottom line here is, and I don't know if you agree with me, Dale, but businesses like 7-Eleven and Arby's and hotels and the ones that are having trouble finding people, they're not paying enough. I think that is the basis. So, I've always fought against the mandatory federal minimum wage.
Right.
But I think that is going to be a moot point because I think companies are going to realize we are going to have to pay people more. Not because the government's telling us to, because the workers, the workforce in America is telling us we have to pay them more. If you want someone to work at your Arby's,
right,
you're going to have to pay them $20 an hour. You're not going to get away with paying them less. $20. Let me just tell you this: $20 an hour is $40,000 a year. You try to live on 40. We've talked about this before. $40,000 a year in even the cheapest place is really hard to live on. So they're talking about trying to get the minimum wage up to $15 an hour. It really needs to be higher than that.
I checked my references and just to make sure I was right, and I disagree with everything that you just said. Everything. The reason for that is the federal minimum wage was put into place for a reason, right? But I think if you were to go out right now, you go to Google, Indeed, monsterjobs.com, I think you're going to find it almost impossible to find the job that pays exactly your federally mandated or state mandated minimum wage. It's not out there. Almost every job, just like this Arby's or the McDonald's, the Chick-fil-A to the Walmart, pay above the mandated state or federal minimum wage. So that is not the issue. It's not the issue.
The issue is that they don't want to work at Arby's.
The issue is that the government has put in place these benefits to fight this COVID pandemic, and a lot of states are still continuing this effort, and I just believe they're just doing harm, and that's what it comes down to. Arby's is not, right now, the current minimum wage, the mandated minimum wage in Delaware is $9.25.
Oh my God.
I believe if I go right now to Arby's and apply, I will earn more prior to COVID.
Yeah.
Would be more than $9.25.
Well, God, I hope so.
But there's also a thing about this mandated minimum wage is that it can't be $15. It just can't be. It can't be.
No, it can be because Arby's is making so much more money.
People serving me burgers and fries in a bag, I don't believe deserve $15 an hour.
Oh my goodness.
I believe they deserve a wage, right?
Do they deserve a living wage?
Well, what is that?
I don't know. Well, in different neighborhoods, it's a different amount.
That's right. That's why the federal government cannot mandate this because.
Well, I'm not advocating for the. Basically what I'm saying is I think businesses are going to have to pay more and be more competitive to get people to come work at their businesses.
No, the governments in the states need to stop with the extra unemployment stuff. And
that's happening. That's already happening.
It's getting there, and then once that happens, things will get back to normal.
I think so. Hey, the LA Times editorial board and companies like Kickstarter are really pushing for the 4-day work week. Now, I like this. Maybe this will bring people back to work.
I like this a lot.
This is something that Richard Nixon way back in the 1970s was pushing for, and he said it's inevitable given technology. The 40-hour work week, 5-day work week kind of scheme has been around since 1940. Right. Has not changed since then. And a lot of people can do their job. Not Arby's, not 7-Eleven, not a hotel, but the office type of job. They can do their job in 4 days.
You could do 4 days at any job.
No, but so they want, basically what they're saying is they want people to work 4 days but still make as much money as they're making working 5 days.
Right.
But but we're talking about a different type of job than a manual labor job. We're talking about a sit down at a desk kind of a job.
You're talking about a salary job.
A salary job where you have to get a certain thing done.
Right.
And if you can get it done in 4 days, fine. That's great. If you're a salesperson at a hotel, or if you're a travel agent, or if you're a whatever you are, as long as you get your job done, who cares if it takes you 4 days or 5 days?
Right.
If it takes you 4 days, that's great.
Right, because if I walked into my old job on a Monday right now, and my boss said, if you get everything done by Thursday, you can have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, I'm working my ass off. I might stay late. I might not have a lunch or a full lunch. I'm going to stay there and get it done. I feel like that if you give more people, empower more people to take more control of their time and their job, you get way more done.
I've always said that.
Always
said that. And I would, if I was working a regular 9 to 5 type job, I would rather work 4 10-hour days than 5 8-hour days.
Agreed.
For sure.
Agreed.
And you're also cutting down on commuting.
Right.
You're cutting down on global warming from not commuting to work, all that good stuff.
Right.
Anyway, so this is something that may be coming. At least the LA Times editorial board thinks it should. Kickstarter is going to be doing it soon. A lot of companies have Fridays off in the summer,
right?
And they still are productive.
That's great. Yeah, I often wondered how that would work. Like I often thought that in order for this to work, that you got to get the whole entire world to be on board with this whole idea.
Yeah,
I mean, because at the last job that I had, my offices were in other countries who traditionally had taken on the West's idea of a 5-day work week, 8 hours a day.
Right.
So you kind of somebody's got to start this whole thing.
Right.
And you call on a Friday, it's like, oh, they're closed. It's America where they're closed on Fridays.
Working 9 to 5.
Thursday.
Working Monday to Thursday.
Right.
I like it. Anyway, that's stupid.
I like it. I don't work anymore. It doesn't matter to me, but I like the 4-day work week.
And oh, thanks, Charlie.
He agrees.
Charlie agrees.
He agrees.
We should get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't know if this has been an exciting episode. I was just kind of ranting on the things that I thought were important this week. So, without talking about abortion or wars in Afghanistan or unemployment. Well, we did talk about unemployment.
No more wars in Afghanistan.
No, it's over. In other news, if you guys have Hulu, we think you should watch Only Murders in the Building. Oh my Lord, we watched a couple episodes last night. It was so good.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez, Martin Short, Steve Martin.
It seems like an odd pair, or an odd throuple.
Threesome.
But it's worth it.
Really well done.
I love Selena Gomez in this. I love her character. I love the way she speaks in this. I think it gives her more of an authentic character because she looks so innocent, but it's great. It's freaking great.
It's really
and you
good.
have to give it 2 episodes. You have to, because the ending of the first one is going to make you want to watch the second one.
Oh yeah, no, it's
And
good.
make up your
and
mind.
they're short little half-hour episodes.
Yeah,
even
about
though
30 minutes.
Even though it's a drama.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good, and it's got funny moments in it.
It does.
Yeah, and just to remind you, the Binge Bump podcast is finally coming back this Friday, September 10th, with season 2.
With all new cover
that.
art that Scott doesn't like because of his shoulders.
Oh, are you seriously saying that on the show? I can't edit this because there's music in the background.
I love it.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye. No, don't tell people that because that is not true.